What's going on, guys? MattLee here. Welcome to today's YouTube video. Before we get into it, I just want to talk about macros, just because I cannot express enough how important dieting is when it comes to losing weight, if you're prepping for a show, etc. So I'm going to try to break it down as easily as possible for you guys about how I go about, figuring out the macros that I'm going to be doing when it comes to losing weight, when it comes to prep, and how I kind of go about it for my clients. So guys, there's 6 things we're going to cover today. The first is going to be your maintenance calories. Your second is going to be your finding your proteins and your fats. The third is going to be finding your carbs. The fourth is going to be your weekly weigh-ins. Fifth, adjustments. 6, saving the best for last, get shredded. See the winky face there? We're getting shredded here, guys. But with this being the case, we're about to dive into maintenance calories right now. We're going into your maintenance phase. So if you guys don't know what the maintenance phase is, it's the calories that you need to be taking in to maintain your current weight, guys. And that is literally without adding in any calories what you're burning throughout the day. So as soon as you wake up and you guys get out of bed, you're gonna be burning calories going to the bathroom, going to the gym, working out, standing up and down from your desk, etc., guys. So your maintenance calories is the calories that you need to bring into your body throughout the day to maintain the current weight in which you have. So guys, starting this all off, this is me right here, okay, with a cool haircut. That's pretty accurate, right? 5'9" is the height, 200 pounds, and I would say around 15% body fat. We're gonna keep this pretty simple with the numbers there, guys. So before we get into it, guys, there is a formula that I would use, and I would highly suggest writing this down, guys. It's a very generic formula, but this is how you'll be able to figure out what your maintenance calories is. So it's your body weight times 14 to 16. Now, before we dive into it any further, guys, this is a very generic and very general way to figure out how to, your maintenance phase, your maintenance calories, guys. There's 2 ways to go about it. One of them is going to be using the body weight, which we're going to be using, and there's another way to figure this out using your lean and body mass. It's a much more, I don't want to say complicated formula, but I want to keep this very simple for you guys so it's very easy for you guys to figure this out. So for this example, we're going to be using your body weight. So like I said, I am 200 pounds, and then we're going to times this by the 14 to 16. Now you guys may be asking, what does this mean? So this is kind of like an activity scale here. So if you're like a not so active person, you're working a desk job, you're not getting up and down much, throughout the day, I would say you're around a 14. Now if you're a very active person throughout the day, getting up and down, working out for a while, just being super duper active, I would say you're about a 16. So for example, guys, I'm gonna give myself a 15. So we're gonna do body weight times the scale. I'm saying I'm 15. We're gonna come out to be 3,000 calories. Now, this is my maintenance calories, guys. Like I said, I don't want to repeat it a million times. This is the calories I need to be taking in throughout the day to maintain the current weight that I am at. But just because we want to start getting shredded, we're gonna have to lower those overall calories down. So there's 2 ways to go about this, guys. You can either do this super slowly, so I would suggest maybe lowering it down to like 100 to 250 calories, or I don't suggest doing this, guys, but sometimes people lower this down by 750 to 1,000 calories. Because like I said, this is a very long process. I would not suggest jumping down a lot of calories once you figure out what your maintenance calories are. My magic number that I'd like to subtract from the maintenance calories is gonna be 500. I feel like this is like the perfect middle number in which you can do. It's not too little and it's not super amount. Like I said, you want to do it a very slow process. So with that being the case, guys, my starting cutting calories is going to be an overall calorie number of 2,500. Up next is going to be finding your proteins and your fats. We're going to be starting with your protein. So I have another scale right here, guys. On the low end of the scale, we got 0.75. On the high end of the scale, we got 1.25. So pretty much what we're going to be doing here, as for this formula, it's going to be your body weight once again, okay, times one of these numbers right here. We're going to talk about it before I plug mine in. So I suggest multiplying your body weight by 0.75 if you are an individual that has excess body fat, not too much muscle, new to a workout, new to a diet, or you're just overweight, guys. Like I said, if you were to multiply that by a higher number, you're going to have more protein in your diet, which is overall going to bring your calories up. So like I said, guys, if you fall in this category right here, I would highly suggest starting off with the 0.75. Like I said, you guys can always work your way up as you go about the diet, but most of the times, these individuals can't really consume that amount of calories throughout the day, guys, especially with the higher protein. So like I said, if you fall in this category, definitely start lower. It's very easy to bump your protein as you guys go throughout. The 1, which is kind of like the magic number here, I feel like a lot of times with the dieting, guys, a lot of people will multiply by this 1 here. And then last one of these guys is 1.25. So this is where I typically fall under, just because, if you're competing, sub 10% body fat and lots of training, lots of cardio, guys, you want to multiply it by a higher amount with that 1.25 there, because you do want a higher protein diet to maintain your muscle size, and there's a lot more that goes into that as well. So like I said, guys, we're going to be multiplying, for our sake today, 1.25, just because that is where I fall under. But if you guys aren't competing and you're just like a normal average Joe that just wants to get in shape, and you are in pretty decent shape, definitely select the 1. If you're overweight, guys, and like I said, you have a lot of excess body fat, highly suggest starting with the 0.75. Like I said, it is super easy to work your way up to this 1 point right here by adding in protein to your diet. So like I said, guys, we're gonna do body weights of 200 pounds times that 1.25. And then if I do this correctly, it is 250 grams of protein in our diet. All right, guys, up next is we're gonna find our fat. So we have yet another scale. I'm just killing it with the scales today, guys. So we have another scale right here. We got 0.3 on the low end. We got 0.4 on the high end, guys. So like I said, the same formula that's gonna be going into this, it's gonna be your body weight times one of these numbers. I'm gonna break these down for you real quick, guys. So like I said, we're gonna start with the lower end. So your body weight times 0.3. So I suggest this, guys, if you really enjoy carbs, just because you'll be able to have more carbs at the end of this. You guys can see what I mean by this in a second. But like I said, if you really like to have carbs, definitely times your body weight by this. If you're, in the middle, guys, you really don't give a crap, so I'm gonna put you in the whatever category. Times your body weight by the 0.35 here. But if you absolutely love fatty foods, like you guys freaking love peanut butter, love nuts, and then I would times your body weight by 0.4. Like you guys can see here, I already kind of did it. So my body weight times, so I got 200 pounds. Times the 0.3, we're gonna have 60 grams of fat in our diet. But if we do our body weight 200 times the 0.4, we're gonna have 80 grams of fat. So you guys kind of can see how I said if you like fatty foods, times it by the higher number. But if you guys like more carbs in your diet, you guys really don't, have a preference for fatty foods, times by the lower number and you'll be good to go. But if you guys are just saying happy medium, you just want to do whatever, times by 0.35, you'll be good to go with that. So like I said, guys, so far we have protein at 250 grams. We just discovered that in the last one. We're gonna have our fats at 60 because I am all about my carbs. Carbs are life, and that's gonna be that. But guys, real quick with the disclaimer, dietary fats are a huge part of everything, guys. They really do kind of regulate just the body, your hormones. There's so much that they do go into play. But like I said, once your body takes in a certain number of fats, you're good. You hit that number, you're good to go, that's it. That's why I kind of suggest going towards the more carbs is life part, because carbs really do play a huge part in terms of performance, your workout performance, how you're feeling throughout the day and stuff like that. So like I said, guys, dietary fats, a huge part of everything. They are essential to life. But at the end of the day, guys, once you hit that number and 60 grams is more than enough, you're good. You hit that number for the day, you're good to go. That's why I kind of suggest doing carbs are life type of thing that I would do with my clients, just because it kind of keeps, the performance up, your energy up, and you feeling good. So for this instance, we're doing 200 pounds body weight times that 0.3, 60 grams, bada bing, bada boom, we got proteins and fats. All right, guys, last but not least, we're gonna be finding our carbohydrates. Guys, real quick, like I said, sometimes diets are gonna be different for everybody. Sometimes people are gonna enjoy a diet and it's gonna be better for them, and it's gonna be a higher carb diet, but also it's gonna be happy medium, guys. Sometimes you're gonna be responding better to a diet that is lower carb, higher fat. So at the end of the day, guys, you kind of do have to experiment a little bit and find if you're a person that really responds better to higher carbs, which you're about to figure out right now, or if you're one that's lower carb and higher fat. So it's really gonna come down to a lot of things. But jumping into this, guys, this is a key part of everything, guys. You wanna figure out what your macros, this is the golden ticket right here. So for every 1 gram of protein, you're looking at 4 calories. For every 1 gram of fat, it's gonna be 9 calories. And for every 1 gram of carbohydrates, that's gonna be 4 calories as well. So guys, keep in mind here, our goal is 2,500 calories. That's what we figured out right away with the maintenance. We found a maintenance of 3,000, subtract the 500 to get to the 2,500 mark here. So if you guys look down here, this is already the macros that we already discovered. So our protein, 250 grams, we're gonna times that by 4 because it's gonna be 4 calories per gram as discussed up here. So we're looking at 1,000 calories right there. For fat, guys, like I said, we figured out last time, it's gonna be 60 grams. We're gonna times that by 9 because it's gonna be 9 calories for every gram. And that is gonna be 540. So with this being the case, guys, we're gonna come up here and we're gonna subtract 1,540 from our goal calories right here. So that is gonna be 2,500 minus 1,540. And that is gonna be 960 calories that we're gonna be left to play with for our carbohydrates. So as discussed, guys, the carbohydrates is 4 calories for every gram. So what we're gonna do now with this is divide this by 4, and then we will be left with our carbohydrates. So your boy is gonna be eating 240 grams of carbs a day, which is a dang good amount because I really do enjoy carbs. So we're gonna come down here, whoop, and it's gonna be 240 grams. So guys, right here is our macros to start. 250 grams of protein. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot higher just because I am competing. I'm going through a very daunting process in terms of prep and calories burned and stuff like that. We're gonna be to 60 grams of fat and 240 grams of carbs. So guys, the biggest thing with this, honestly, like I said, we're going to talk about the weekly check-ins, the adjustments and so forth. You guys should be conducting weekly check-ins every single week. So what I mean by that, guys, you either can be stepping on the scale each and every day and logging that weight, or once a week as I do with my clients. So every single Thursday, I do a weekly check-in with all my clients, have them take their photos, take their weight. They send that to me, I log everything down, and I look at trends, guys. So if the weight's going down, most of the time I'll just leave everything as it is. Like I said, the body's active, the body's responding. It's responding to the diet, it's responding to the cardio. If that's happening and the weight's going down week over week, I just let them be. Something's working and we're good to go. But if it comes a point in time, guys, it's 2 to 3 weeks and that weight's staying the same, meaning they hit a plateau, that's when I'm really gonna start looking back at the diet. But I can't express this enough, guys. I am one to always change around the cardio before I change up the diet. So like I said, guys, I usually try my best to keep the food at where it is and try to keep it at the highest level as possible, just because it's gonna be the healthiest. So if their weight's plateauing week over week, I'll start to mess with the cardio. Either, if I had them walking on the treadmill for the first couple weeks, I will start to introduce the Stairmaster, guys. Little subtle changes like that to cardio play a huge part and definitely can shock up the body a little bit to spike up that plateau and get that weight moving again. But eventually there is gonna be a time where you're gonna have to lower your food down, guys. And what I always suggest lowering first and pulling first, just because like I said, fats are essential to life and are super important, I always suggest pulling the carbs. So if I go about pulling the carbs for a client or for myself, guys, I will lower them anywhere between 10 to 15 grams a time. So like I said, we're starting at 240 here. Once I hit that plateau and I changed up my cardio and I'm still hitting a plateau, I will probably lower them down to 225 to 230 grams. Roll with that for a couple weeks. Like I said, continue to track your progress, your weight, take those photos, look for those changes. But if you start to plateau again, just continue to lower those carbs down and down and down. This is pretty much it. Like I said, you're just gonna continue to make adjustments to everything, track everything. I cannot express that enough. Do the weigh-ins, take your pictures, just really track everything. It'll be easier to make adjustments to your diets, to the cardio, and eventually you guys will get to that point that we get down here, which is get shredded. And it's just a matter of time. Just be consistent with it, guys. Figure out your macros, all this good stuff. I think I broke it down perfectly where you guys will be able to do this yourself now, and that is it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this first ever whiteboard talk. It was pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it, and let's get to the video. What is going on YouTube? It is a beautiful, beautiful day out here. It's like 70 degrees. We're back at my parents' house. We're grilling up some chicken right now. We don't have a grill at our apartment. That's like the one thing I really, really miss, and it's something like I didn't appreciate so much back in the day, but now that we don't have the grill and we constantly have to cook our stuff. Girl, what are you doing over here? Are you the grill master or am I the grill master?
I like to add my own seasoning.
Okay, we all know you like your crazy, crazy seasoning. What do you put on your chicken today, actually?
Today, smokehouse maple.
Is that like top favorite, like top
this
number one?
Number one.
That's number one.
This is number one.
He was number one.
Give me that shovel.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number one.
But we're just grilling some chicken because we've been cooking it in the oven, stovetop, crock pot, but nothing is like grilled chicken. Do you mind putting some on mine on too? Thank you so much. I'm just using some stuff my parents had here. What is this anyway? I forgot mine at home. All-purpose chicken seasoning. No idea how this is gonna be, but it looked like it was pretty good. But like I said, guys, it's a beautiful day out here. We're just grilling. Taylor, thanks for taking care of the chicken. You are the grill master now. And then we came home too because I don't have a hose at the apartment and we gotta clean the car. So you guys don't know, I do drive a 2017 Mustang EcoBoost. She is my baby. Got a lot of stuff done to her. One day I feel like I should make a video about this, about everything I got done to her, because she has been an awesome car. So much fun. Absolutely love her. She is my bae. Don't tell Taylor. But I love this car. Worked hard to get her, and she's been an absolute blast. So, woo, she's gonna be all clean in a little bit. I haven't cleaned her in like freaking months, just because it hasn't been nice out. And the thing is, when you guys clean a car, like, you gotta look at the weather, because if you're gonna clean it on a Sunday and it's gonna be raining on a Tuesday, is it really worth it to clean it? Probably not. So that's been my dilemma, because it's either been snowing or raining. So it's like, why would I want to drive around a clean car? Because she is black, and you never want to get up. This is probably my first and last black car, just because it gets dirty so freaking quickly. But we're gonna clean her up because this week actually looks fairly nice, and grilling up some chicken, and then we're off to the gym. What's going on, guys? We are home. The car is looking clean and the chicken smells delicious. We haven't tried it yet though, so we'll find out if Taylor is officially the grill master or not. But we're about to try the 1UP Nutrition pre-workouts. the new flavor Island Mango for the first time. So if you guys didn't watch the last video, and clearly if you guys are catching on to this right now, your boy's officially with One Up Nutrition. So they sent me out a care package and they sent me the pre-workout, which I absolutely love. We're gonna go over in a little bit, but it is the Island Mango flavor. I'm super excited to try it out. And guys, seriously, if you're looking for a very intense pre-workout, this is definitely one that you guys should think about, as it does have a great amount of caffeine in it. So we're looking at 1 full serving, if you're gonna do that, 412 milligrams of caffeine. It's freaking nuts. Usually the pre-workouts that I take don't have that much caffeine in it. Usually it's like 300 to 350 milligrams. 412 is gonna be having you firing off the walls, and you guys are guaranteed a good workout. All right, crank this bad boy open for the first time. First smell, it smells pretty islandy. Definitely smells like an island mango. I will stand behind that. The scoop is always a very big scoop. That is one thing they definitely have, is a big scoop. But we're just gonna scoop this bad boy up. Look at that. 1 serving right there. Like I said, 412 milligrams of caffeine. Your boy's gonna be living that good life today. Better shuffle that bad boy down there. All right, moment of truth. Like I said, when I got this, guys, I saw Island Mango and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna think back I'm in Jamaica when I was like drinking some pina coladas and strawberry daiquiris on the beach, man, just living that good life. I was like, but summertime's around the corner, so I can't complain. All right, here we go. Cheers, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It definitely does have a mango taste. You know what kind of reminds me of? You know, like there's like lollipops. I mean, they're like the super generic lollipops, but it reminds me of the orange. It reminds me of an orange lollipop. Let me just say that. But like, I'm talking about the lollipops when you go get your haircut lollipop that they have, like, you know, it's all wrapped up and they have like the different. I'm making absolutely no sense right now. I'm sure absolutely none of you guys know what the heck I'm talking about. But it reminds me of an orange lollipop. If I got to give it a taste rating, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It is really freaking good, actually. But yeah, gonna finish this down. We're gonna finish this carefully. Head of the gym, it's back there. I'm gonna come out with a little commentary for you guys today. I'm getting a lot of questions about like weight loss and just prep, and just a lot of general questions throughout so far with the past episodes. I just want to cover all this today. So it's gonna be like a little bit of an educational commentary, talk about the workout a little bit, talk about weight loss in terms of prep and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys at the gym. What is going on, guys? Welcome to this like little I don't know what to call this. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what to call it. I wanted to do a commentary for you guys, but then I just was getting asked so many great questions. A lot of them about training and dieting and macros. That's why I want to have like the macros in the very beginning of this video. Just because I know a lot of you guys watch the beginning of the videos, and I'm sure like I lost half of everybody throughout like the whole entire video. So if you're still watching this, thank you so much. It means the absolute world. And if you guys can even go smash the thumbs up button, that would be even freaking cooler. So I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to have the exercises, sets, and reps up on the screen as it goes throughout here. But I really just want to kind of talk about these questions I was going to ask, because there's some really good ones. And it was topics that I wish I knew before I was getting into, you know, my weight loss journeys myself, and especially prep. So a lot of them, like I said, were regarding my training split, and about how do I go about my training split, and if I change up anything drastically throughout my, you know, my weight loss journey and my prep. So guys, using my training split is super simple. I follow that bro split. I don't know why people call it that, but it's chest Monday, back and biceps on Tuesday, shoulders on Wednesday, legs on Thursday, arms on Friday, and then Saturday I'll do like a weak point training day. So I'll usually hit my back and shoulders again, and then Sunday is a complete off day. I absolutely love the split. I spent time doing a little push-pull split. I hated it. I'll be honest with you, I was not a fan of it at all. I feel like I wasn't able to hit a certain muscle group hard enough like I usually can if I do like my bro split, like I'm doing chest and triceps on Monday and so forth. I feel like I can spend more time on hitting those muscle groups, splitting it out each muscle group by a day, than doing a push-pull split, so forth. It's all personal preference. You really do have to find what works for you. Like I said, I did dedicate time to trying a push-pull split for a solid 3 months, but I just wasn't a fan. I just wasn't excited for the workouts. I feel like I just wasn't, you know, getting good results as I would if I did my bro split, so the chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, etc. So it's all personal preference. Like I said, I know people that love push-pull splits and it works great for them, but just for me, I like my little bro splits. I still have no idea why the freak they call it that, but that's what works for me. That's what I love to do. So that's what I stick to each and every year, and it's been working wonders. So besides that, guys, one of the biggest things that I see people do immediately when they go into the weight loss journey and start, flipping that switch to start, shredding down, is they immediately just throw out the heavy weight and low volume, going heavy training out the window, and I flip this crazy switch and immediately go to high volume. So like supersets, drop sets, low rest periods, and just flying through the workouts. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did this for the first 3 years. Like literally, as soon as I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get shredded, I just let all the heavy weight go. I let all the low reps go, and just immediately cranked it up to like supersets, drop sets, 15 to 20 reps, no rest periods, like being a crazy man in the gym. And don't get me wrong, guys, this will get you shredded, as it's gonna get your heart rate up. It's gonna be making you freaking burn, but at the same time, you're gonna lose a lot of muscle this way. In order to really keep that muscle mass, guys, and keep that size throughout, being in a deficit, it's going to be tough to do in the first place. You're going to lose muscle, just be aware of this. But to really kind of help slow down that process is you really don't want to be changing up your training too much. So especially if you're training heavy and you're doing 5 sets of no more than 3 to 5 reps, so you guys are going for that heavy phase there, I would not change that up right away when you go into your deficit, when you go into your cut. With this being the case, guys, you're going to hold on to a lot more muscle, especially in the beginning of your cut, and you would definitely hold on to a lot more in the end of your, prep, cut, etc. I found this to be completely true over the past 2 years that I've done this. Like I said, I kept the heavyweight, guys. I tried to start for the first, I would say like 4 to 6 weeks of my cut. I would start with my heavy compound lifts. So for chest, I would do heavy barbell. So for back day, I would do heavy rows or deadlifts, and my back's feeling it. For legs, I would do heavy squats, etc. So I would do this for the first 4 to 6 weeks, as I'm still like kind of in a higher end of a deficit. So I'm not, too extremely down in the caloric deficit, and I still feel good. I still have my energy. I'm not getting dizzy and so forth. By keeping this heavy weight, you're going to be holding on to a lot more muscle throughout your prep as well. And last but not least, guys, another question I've been getting asked a lot is about cardio. So literally, I absolutely swear by the Stairmaster. That is literally my best friend when it comes to prep. I absolutely love it. I'll do about 30 minutes post workout. Pretty high intensity. I like to keep between level 12 to 15, so I really feel like I'm working on there. I'm sweating within like literally a minute on that bad boy. I absolutely swear that the Stairmaster burns the most calories. I stand behind it. I stand behind that statement, and I know my clients absolutely hate me because of it, but I make the majority of them go on the Stairmaster if they're healthy enough to for that duration, because I know and I promise it will guarantee results, especially if you do it the right way. So that's what I do. I do about 30 minutes in the morning. I will ride the bike for fasted cardio. I have a little bike in my back office that I'll hop on right when I get out of bed. And then post-workout in the gym, I'm doing 30 minutes right now on the Stairmaster. But as we go through our prep and we get closer to the show, that's only going to go up and up. So the most I will do in the Stairmaster is about a 45 to 60 minute session. But that is, that's pushing it if I really need to start grinding away and getting ready for stage. But for someone that's just looking to lose weight, I don't even say you have to do fasted cardio in the morning. I just suggest doing 30 minutes post-workout, and you'll be good to go. You'll start seeing some progress there too. And then if you're feeling it and you hit that plateau, like I said, just keep track of everything, bump that cardio up a little bit. It'll be a big help. But guys, that's pretty much it. I feel like we covered a lot this video with the macros and these like training and cardio tips that really gonna set you guys up, for a successful prep and weight loss journey. So I really hope you guys got some good information out of this. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys, and I really want to get some more of these informational videos out for you guys, because a lot of this stuff is stuff I wish I knew when I first started, so I definitely feel like it's some valuable information. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all the support throughout. Your boy's signing off. It is time to go to sleep. I am exhausted, but yeah, this is it, guys. Thank you so much on this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.